Alright everyone, here we are with another video with Invest for Tomorrow. And to all the first time viewers and investors, welcome to the channel. And to all the subscribers, welcome back. All I ask for in return is for you to smash that like button to let me know you watch this video. It lets me know you appreciate the time and effort I put into making these videos, and it helps out the YouTube channel, so I appreciate that very much. Now, I want you guys to be aware that towards the end of the video, I sound like a broken record about this ticker symbol, but I want every single investor and viewer to be aware of it, especially as it's pulling down. So stay tuned, because I have a ticker symbol to mention to you guys, and you guys do not want to miss this one. This is actually said to be the stock of the decade. You can look up the ticker symbol and post stock of the decade on Google, and the articles should pop up. So here we are. Ocugen Inc., right? It's actually falling, and it's actually very interesting to me because as it's falling, it's like nobody's paying attention to it. It's like people aren't showing Ocugen love, right? They're forgetting about it, or they don't care about it right now. The market sucks. You know, the market's doing terrible. Why is the S&P 500 index going up and my stocks are going down? Well, you got to think about it. The S&P 500 index, which is the overall market, because it's the Fortune 500 companies of America, right? Said to be the strongest of the strongest, and at some point are going to be disrupted, is that right now everyone's focusing on the recovery plays, right? Everyone's focusing on the companies that were hit hard during the coronavirus, you know, pandemic starting, and now that we're almost getting post coronavirus pandemic, or at least getting out of it. We're not post of it yet. I think we're actually still in the midst of it, but getting out of it, or stepping towards the new norm of reopening fully, and like these companies and cruise lines and, you know, Disneyland and all these things opening to full capacity, and restaurants and stuff. It's going to be a game changer for these S&P 500 index, Fortune 500 companies that were hit hard. You know, there's a lot of companies in there that are kind of boring to investors, especially new investors. They're boring. Like, you know, why would I want to invest in Discovery Card, or why would I want to invest in CarMax, you know, dealerships and stuff? And if you think about it, you know, those stocks were all 50% off last year, and they've all came back up, and I think they have more room to go back up, if I'm quite honest. And then there's Costco, Home Depot, you know, stuff like that. And then people are like, well, why is the S&P still going up and Tesla's going down? And Tesla is part of the S&P 500 index. Well, Tesla doesn't make up a big portion of it. If anything, it makes up a really small portion of the S&P 500 index compared to the whole entire index. And even though this is going down, this is actually going down a little bit. It could hurt the S&P 500 index if the other companies were going up. But since the other companies outweigh the percentage that Tesla has on the S&P, I mean, it's not even noticeable that Tesla has weight on the S&P right now. So it's a little bit confusing, but Ocugen is one of those that in Q2, which is coming around the corner, and I've been saying it, quarter two is around the corner, and you want to be aware of it. A lot of stocks in Q2 have catalysts coming for them. So I personally believe that Ocugen is one of those that's going to benefit from Q2. The lower it goes, the more interesting it's getting. But you also want to beware, because you don't want this to cross the $6 mark down here. That's like the true support right now based off the chart. So here we are. The 50-day moving average is 744. Anything below it is bearish. Anything above it is bullish. Now, we currently recently hit yesterday a low here of 667. If that gets broken through, you definitely want to watch this carefully between $6.67 and $6. But today's support is right here at this point, and that's $6.90. Okay, if that gets crossed, you have another point to look at between $6.67 and $6.90 to see if the bulls try to reappear or the bears tear this one down. Now, the reason why there's a catalyst coming for Ocugen in Q2 is because, first of all, the FDA is going to give approval of emergency use, or, you know, distributing Covaxin. That's like the first step. It's going to happen somewhere around the beginning or middle of April, or the end of April. Okay, worst case scenario. Second thing is, if that does happen in Q2, they plan on sending out 100 million doses, which will be at a total amount for Ocugen of $1 billion in revenue, with their 45% stake of this contract with Borat Biotech, which is the owners in India of Covaxin, and Ocugen to be the US market distributor. So it's going to be a big deal. This could probably 2x, because if you look at it right now, the market cap is 1.34, right? If they make 1 billion in revenue, let's just say out of that revenue, there's a big portion there that is actually net profit. You know, we could almost hit 2 billion in market cap. And that's why this has the potential to possibly 2x. And not only that, but then investor sentiment is bullish, and the more investors come in, the higher this can go. So it's going to be an interesting run. So here we are with the resistance level, and that's 716. Now this resistance level is not as important as the one up here, because this is still bullish, but it's not bullish enough. It's bearish territory, right? So I want you to be aware of it. 716 is a point of reference to know where the momentum is going, and if the bulls can pull away from it, they can get one step closer to 744, which is the 50-day moving average. But the true resistance level up here is 777. That's what the bulls need to break through to pull away from the 50-day moving average and reach newer highs. I do want you guys to be aware of that and pay close attention to that. But before getting anywhere up here, they do need to cross 716, and I would also use here as a midway point 727, and then most importantly up here at 744 to then get back into bullish territory by crossing the 50-day moving average. As always, guys, if you found this video helpful and informative, please do so and subscribe. Don't forget to click on the bell to turn on all notifications and not miss a single video that I post. Share this with your friends and community, and don't forget to hit the like button to let me know you watch this video. It helps out the YouTube channel. I appreciate it very much, and stay tuned to the end because we have a ticker symbol you won't want to miss. I'm a broken record on it, but I need every single investor and viewer to be aware of it. So the ticker symbol that you guys should add to your watch list is definitely one that I'm about to sound like a broken record. I did a full video on it. I'm going to have it pop up soon somewhere up here on this side of the screen, and you guys should definitely go check it out if you have time or if you want to stick through for this. Now the other video is a full due diligence, almost 16 minutes of me talking about GHVI, my bullish case on it, and how I feel about it. But here I'm going to summarize everything that I've said so far and when I started to watch it, and tell all the members over at the Patreon about it. So if you like this video and you find it helpful and informative, please do so and smash that like button to let me know you appreciate the time and effort that I put into these videos, and it helps out the YouTube channel. So the ticker symbol is GHVI. We're going to look at this chart in just a moment, but let me give you guys just a little brief summary, which is what I told the Patreon members. So I said this back on March 1st, and GHVI is a SPAC, but not just any, okay? This is probably one of those that are going to be the outperforming SPACs, and not a lot of them do this. So GHVI stands out, right? GHVI is a stock with upside growth. The merger has been announced with Matterport in an untouched market. So what is Matterport? It is scanning apps for buildings, right? And turning the physical space into digital space. The company does this with professional cameras that create a 3D layout with the 360-degree scans. That's like really impressive, okay? Top-notch technology, and I mean just innovation in general. And it's coming to become the norm, right? The future, and then it's going to be a norm. And as this SPAC grows, you know, there's going to be more hype and anticipation behind it. So the chart was pretty tough to read on March 1st. Obviously, today is the 26th, so I'm going to share with you guys more information. But I did tell everyone since that date that the chart is pretty tough to read, not enough data. Now, if the market continues to pull back, this one still has room to continue a downward trend, but it is a must-watch stock moving forward. We have seen its high and how much it has pulled back recently. This company is a game changer in the real estate business, okay? And let me show you guys the graph. So at that time, all the indicators were really hard to read. There wasn't even indicators. Nothing was really popping up. This still doesn't even have a 50-day moving average, right? Doesn't even have that. But it ran up really fast once the announcement was made, and then it pulled back really hard. So this was around March 5th. I caught it on March 1st. It was sitting around here. I said there was room. It did fall. It hit $11, bounced back up to 17, and it's falling again. As this is falling, these are the opportunities. And today it hit a low of $13 and some change. This is definitely one that if you have not added to your watch list, you should add it to your watch list. I'm going to post up here the video that I go ahead and do my full due diligence if you guys want to check it out. And if not, go check out the website, matterport.com. It's going to tell you everything about this company. So this one right here is said to be the stock of the decade. This is the stock you want on your watch list. This is a stock you want to at some point own because you want to take out that shot with the opportunity that's presenting itself in an untapped market. And it's the leading industry leader, like literally. GHVI is going to merge with the leader of the industry, Matterport. As always, guys, thank you guys so much for watching.